Hello and welcome back everyone to James's Minecraft journal. This is going to be slightly different. What I'm going to be doing is playing some footage in the background. I recorded me building a new ender and I'm just going to talk over the footage, and I kind of like this. I might do more videos like this I know it's natural, you know, I can build naturally and then just include the stuff I want and then talk over it, which I think is a good way of doing things. Anyway, at the start here, we are just building a bridge to get a couple hundred blocks away from the Ender Island. As you can see, we're placing torches at the minute, trying to get past these Endermen, because obviously they could push me off. During this episode, there's going to be a lot of clips of flying, because I absolutely love it. And I managed to get better at it while I was building this, but as you can see, I managed to get on top of that pillar, and yeah, it's so fun though. Just a punch to bow, elytra, amazing. I'm not doing anything, you know, Daredevil just yet. I'm just, you know, flying above the Ender Island, and everything will be okay, hopefully. So yeah, just pushing an Enderman off there. So as I said, we're doing the making new ender because obviously I lost my other one when I deleted the end, and it did have design faults, and I was more than happy when well, firstly I saw Etho build one like this, and then Zenger, a good friend of mine, brought out a tutorial on how to do it. So I had that playing as well as I tried to come up with a similar design, or I copied it as far as I could. I did make a few minor changes just to suit my needs. But yeah, now we go all Daredevil-y. Although this isn't quite Daredevil-y, but it's close enough, flying over the void. I don't know why I included so many clips of flying, but it's just so fun. And obviously, the punch effect means you can, you know, basically stay in the air infinitely. Nosedive. And yeah, that was pretty good fun. Oh, and this is me jumping to the void. So yeah, this is truly, you know, you should be able to do this. Technically, that jump I made there would have killed me, like without the punch bow, because you know you can only fly for so long with the elytra. I actually don't do so well because I'm trying to gain altitude and I can't. I actually lose my helmet, as you can see. Leather armor is probably not the best for flying because it doesn't last an awful long time. But in the end, we managed to make a successful landing, which was good. This was the hardest part, was getting the Endermite in. Now, I don't remember. I had problems last time, but I didn't have as many as I did this time. And I think, well, I copied the way Etho did and the way Zenger showed in the tutorial. But I mean, I used a different method. So I had three tries. First one, the guy died. No idea how. As you can see, I just mined that track, and he's gone. I'll leave that open to debate as to how the Endermite disappeared. Maybe I hit him somehow, or I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, this is the attempts I had to go through. It's all good though, because 1.9 regeneration is OP. So it meant that I just had to keep eating and my health would regenerate at top speed. But as you can see, I'm getting nowhere. I'm still throwing the ender pearls to the ground. I thought it might have been the tracks that were kind of like hemming me in, so I got rid of them there. But it still took a wee while. And finally, I got it. There he is. Now, what went wrong with this one again? I think, so as you can see, he's obviously not crossing the track because he sees it as a full block, but I do manage to get him, the Endermite, into the cart in the end. Problem is, I don't think I could name tag him in the cart. I tried to, but I couldn't, as you can see there. So, and he just kept hitting me through the cart. So I just decided, oh, yeah, and that's him taking damage. So he took damage for so long there. I've no idea how he was still alive. How it was still alive. He, it, whatever. And then the way I killed it, I tried to take the track out underneath, and it didn't work. So I just killed it in the end with a torch. We're in for some more flying. Yeah, so that Endermite was very, very annoying because it took so long to get, and then it took damage, and then I just ended up killing it on purpose because it was not cooperating. As we come into land here. Why did I include so much flying? It's just so fun. Oh yeah, and this was me flying in my world. I just in like the overworld. I had to go and get levels, so I just flew to one of my nearest XP farms, and it was good fun. The XP farm under the forest village. I think I used a zombie one because there was already zombies there. And as you can tell, yes, I did make gold boots. I didn't make the feather falling ones. I found the feather falling ones in the one of my chests, and I repaired them. And then I went ahead and repaired all my gold armor because, hey, that's what gold's there for, to turn into armor. So yeah, that was fine. Going for another take here. Finally, we did get an Endermite, and I used a weakness potion because I thought that might help. It didn't really hit me an awful lot after I used the weakness potion, but you know, it's just a precautionary measure, and I've got them to waste, so I might as well use them. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also the AI of mobs just controlling minecarts is so annoying. But I mean, I guess that's just part of the game now. Well, I finally got it into position, the Endermite, as you can see there. And we can just clean up, I guess, after him. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, this was the start of the actual spawning pads. So you have to go out like 48 blocks or something like that, and it was alright. It wasn't this part wasn't as tedious as I thought it would be. I mean, getting the shape of it was kind of difficult, but other than that, it was okay. And obviously, you need a lot of spawning space to spawn as many Endermen as possible. We're going for another flight here. Enjoy the flying. Oh man. So we're just coming into the end. Oh, I decided to be clever and fly onto one of the big pillars again, like so. And now we're building the actual spawning pad. So I decided to use clay. I could not think of a design for the life of me. I went into creative and was trying so many designs. Oh yeah, in this one I decided to crash land, and I end up falling into the void. But that's why I wore the elytra, was because you got better chance of saving yourself with an elytra than without. Anyway, back to the building. I couldn't think of a design. I was going to use red clay and orange clay because I had a lot of it, or I had a lot of orange clay, and then I was like, I've got a lot of red clay somewhere, but I don't know where. And it was only after I crafted like 14 stacks of red clay I was like, it's all in Rwanda. Which, yeah, I wish I thought of that sooner, so I could have gone and got some, but whatever. But I was just looking at like I made a small scale model of a red pad in creative, and I was just like, man, that just looks. There's nothing that goes with red, or orange. It was orange. I was trying to do orange and red, and nothing went with orange. And then I put red on the outside, orange on the inside. I was like, you know what? That looks like the start of a rainbow. So I just went and added all the other colours, and it looked pretty good. So yeah, I just went with it. And as you can see, we're adding the yellow at the minute. I recited the rhyme. What is it? Richard of York gave battle in vain. So many times because I was trying to remember the order of the colours, but. Yeah, that's lime clay, by the way. That's just simple lime clay. What I used: red, orange, yellow, lime, or light green. Actually, it's funny because it's light green in previous updates, but for some reason they changed it to lime in the UK English in 1.9, I think, or 1.10. So it's lime now, I guess. So I used lime, used blue. And then what did I use for the inside? Purple and magenta, I think. So purple was the indigo and magenta was the violet. And that seemed to work pretty well. I was pretty happy with the final outcome. Yep, we're taking another flight. Yet again. Half the video is just going to be like flying, to be honest. But it looks so cool, so it's all good. Oh yeah, I looked at an Enderman. I don't really mind if mobs are too hard. These guys, though, they just caught up on me. The Endermen are just so fast. It's like they're on steroids or something. Anyway, I had someone comment once. I talked about a spider being on drugs, and he once said in my comments, "Oh yeah, so professional," until you spoke about a spider on drugs. I mean, whatever. It's not scripted. These things just come to mind, you know. Anyway, as you can see, there was 4 Endermen standing there in the corner, and I figured it was because their view was being blocked. So I did modify the place the Endermite was, and as you can see, that worked. They instantly gravitated to that center point. And this is us finishing up the build. I used light blue because kind of less like a sky color, if you like. An Enderman fell in there. It was so terrifying though. I was so scared I would look at one of them by accident. And of course the change has been made in 1.10, so if you look at you have to look at their head now instead of their crotch to anger them. So I guess it's a little easier in that respects. There we go. We got it done. I'm actually pretty happy with it. There wasn't too much I could have used for Indigo and Violet, but I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. And then we just went and built the bridge going out. I didn't make it as complicated as my last one. Just, you know, ice and jump sprinting. Oh yeah, and this is the talking point though. So I ran into loads of entities here and fell into the void. Now look at this, right? As you can see, my player is disappeared there. It's appearing and disappearing. That is me flying below Y0. I didn't really know that was... I guess that is possible because you can do that in creative. If you fly below the void, you can then fly up again. But that's the first time I've ever flown or been in the void and come out of it in survival. That was blooming clutch right there. And you can tell after that I was fairly... I don't know what my reactions were. I was just, I guess, not satisfied. What's the word? Relieved. Instant relief after I managed to save myself. Then obviously we put water over the top of that part coming into the killing chamber. Started building an enchanting room, and yeah, I'll do the rest off camera and I'll showcase it hopefully in episode 150. I don't have any plans for 150, but whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this style of video, and I will see you next time.